السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. عن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله عنهما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: أربع من كن فيه فلا عليك ما فاتك من الدنيا: صدق حديث، وأداء أمانة، وحسن خليقة، وعفة في تعمة. رواه المنذري في الترغيب والترهيب. This hadith is recorded in Kitab al-Targhib wal-Tarhib Imam al-Mundhiri. Rawi of the hadith is Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. Before translating the hadith, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As is one of those Sahabis who has narrated the most from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was only a Sahabi given permission in initial stages of Islam when first he has stopped everybody not to write anything other than Quran. لا تكتبوا عني غير القرآن. Because there was a fear that Quran and the explanation of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam could mix up. So he stopped everyone not to write anything what comes from the statement of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and that is the way I said, لا تكتبوا عني غير القرآن ومن كتب عني غير القرآن فليمحو. Whoever has recorded so far anything other than Quran, just remove it and erase it. But this Sahabi Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As was only given permission to write down. So it means he needed to make it clear separation between Sunnah and Quran, and he has given authorization to this Sahabi. This was his privilege, and therefore what recorded by him from the ahadith of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it became a separate compilation known as a Sadiqa. So this Sahabi is one of those who is Mukthirul Riwayah, who has narrated the most. There are four Sahaba well known who narrated the most from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Most of us we know Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, over 5,000 ahadith he has narrated from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Still, he was on a second number than Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. There is a lengthy explanation in Sahih al-Bukhari. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu says that I could not surpass Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As because he was writing and I was memorizing. So obviously those who writes, he can definitely take it more advanced preservation than myself. So he says, except Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, no one can surpass me, because he was allowed to write and the rest of the people, they were not allowed to write. So first person of those who narrated the most from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. The second person is Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Third person is Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu. And fourth person is Aisha radiallahu anha. Aisha radiallahu anha narrated 2,210 ahadith from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in short, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiallahu anhu narrates, he said, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, if a person would bring four qualities in his life and he lost everything beside these four qualities, entire world he lost it, then he did not lost nothing. He got everything. And of those four qualities, number one is sidqu hadith. And a person is truthful in his speech. Whenever he speaks nothing but truth. As-sidqu yunji wal-kidhbu yuhlik. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that truthfulness is the salvation and destruction is the lies. A person lies, he would achieve something apparently, but eventually a liar will be in problem and trouble. So number one is sidqu hadithin. Number two is ada'u amanatin. Person should try and give back to those who is the owner of the amana while he is being entrusted. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Inna Allah ya'murukum an tu'addu al-amanati ila ahliha. Allah Azza wa Jalla is commanding you to give amana to rightful owner. It is obligation, and when amana is being given to you as a trust, then we are not allowed to touch anything. We have to return back as it is. It is mentioned from the signs of Day of Judgment that amana will be uplifted from the ummah. and from the community, and you will not find a person who is Ameen. And if one person is Ameen, people will say, there is one person in so and so town lives, he is Amanatdar and he is really Ameen. And that will become rare before the day of judgment. So Amana, that is also one of the greatest quality. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his Amana was well known, and he was, prior to becoming Nabi, was well known as a Sadiq al-Amin. A Sadiq al-Amin. If you remember, when he was delivering a first speech of Da'wah on the mountain of Safa, and he called all the people of Makkah, and he first take words from them, that if I would tell you that an army behind this mountain is ready to attack on your town, would you people believe me? All of them, they collectively said, yes, because مَا جَرَّبْنَا عَلَيْكَ كَذِبًا قَدْتُ, we are going to believe you for sure, is because in our lifetime you are growing up in front of us and you are always interacting with people of Makkah. We have never experienced any lie in your life, and therefore we are going to listen from you. So people knew him as a Sadiq, truthful. And Al-Amin also, if you remember, there was an incident prior to Nubuwwah when reconstruction of